cow. When these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champion, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Gators will call on their punt team.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Both of you guys played. Rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback snake. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll run play action. Makes the catch. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Didn't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. And some room to work. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making side adjustments here. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off on the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
There he goes. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one, running it too? Great push up front.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, looking to pass. to run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But, man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7, and they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Here's the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Going deep. He's got it at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Those corner routes are really, really good versus cover 2. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Bacon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think that's why you got to run the football on 3rd and inches, because even if you don't get it, you're setting up 4th and inches, and you can try to run it again and get the 1st down. Now you don't have that opportunity. And the defense comes on the blitz, they create the negative play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can...
Turning on the Jets. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly that they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Good timing on the quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Murphy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. They'll give it to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
To go for it. Decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the ready. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Rousseau. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and then run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. Unloads it left. It's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Looking to buy time. He's going to fire to the left. It's caught. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and they know they're setting up fourth down.
He'll toss it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the single back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Right down the middle. Hits the open man. There he goes. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game.